Alright, we're gonna start this episode again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to EMC from the sky to the sky, EMC to the sky. We sat AFK overnight. I kind of already picked a little bit up and threw it inside of our EMC table. As we see, we're at 600,000 EMC. I'm gonna go ahead and stack back up our EMC so that we can actually continue with thermal dynamics, which is what we left off of last time. And doing so, 1.75. We're already way ahead of what we were last time. Doing so, we should be able to finish this achievement here and maybe get some Invar going. Because if we can get some Invar, it will help a lot. And maybe we can get this dimensional resource generator cooking away. So I think what needs to happen is we need to somehow get blaze rods to us. And in doing so, we will be able to actually get stuff happening. We're already at 3 million EMC. This is actually insane. 3 million EMC is actually wild. I know I'm just emptying chests right now because there's not a way for me to automate it. But eventually, we will automate it to where it'll just make one thing that is a lot of EMC worth. And then we don't have to sit here and empty a whole bunch of chests to make it look like we're doing a lot of work. And it'll be a lot easier. Alright, now that those are empty, and we have almost 5 million EMC, we can continue what we were doing with Industrial Foregoing. And we need to make an induction smelter, which I think is where we left off of last time, because we need Invar gears, and we don't have Invar. So we were looking to get Invar blend, which is iron dust and nickel dust, which is why we were making the pulverizer here. So we need a way to get power to the pulverizer, and in doing so with thermodynamics, if we go into our inventory here, if I remember how to play this game, and go at thermal, there should be a way for us to get, we have Sterling Dynamo, that's right. We'll take the Sterling Dynamo that we have.
Hope everyone enjoys it here.
Oh, thank you.
Please follow the stream.
We'll take the Sterling Dynamo, and we will take the pulverizer like that, and we'll take iron dust and nickel dust to be able to make, do we have nickel? Oh, we do. We'll take iron and nickel to be able to make the excuse me, sir, that's not the way you're supposed to be facing. Okay, where's my wrench? Because apparently I cannot do anything normally. I have to wrench it into place and get some coal like this. And we should... Okay, come on. Don't be playing with me now. Get some coal, and that should be filling that up. And then that should turn it into dust so that we can get iron dust. And that's not EMCable. Of course it's not. Why would it ever be EMCable? We're going to get iron dust. And I'm pretty sure nickel dust. Is Invar EMCable? That's not the Invar one. This is the Invar one. Invar is EMCable. Thank God it is EMCable. Because I would have cried. Alright, we have Invar blend. We'll throw it in here. These should be insta-done. Invar ingots. Boom. Learn that. Now we have Invar ingots. And then we can actually get ourselves an Invar block here real quick. So that we have it. As well as an Invar nugget. So that we have it as well. And then these can be shoved back into the EMC table. Okay, we have our Invar. So we need 4 Invar and an iron nugget to get ourselves an Invar gear. So we'll grab ourselves a nugget, and we need another piece of Invar here. And we'll do that. Grab that. So 4 of these, like this, and a nugget gives us an Invar gear, and we can throw and learn that in there. And we need 2 of these actually. So 2 of those to get the induction smelter, which is sand, machine frame, blast furnace, and the redstone flux coil. Which we do have that. We need a blast furnace. We need sand and the machine frame. If we're correct, this should be everything we need, and we should be able to just... Okay, yeah. Should be able to do this there, machine frame, 2 Invar, 2 sand, and the blast furnace. Gives us the induction smelter, which we can also learn that. It's another 9,000 EMC. Thank you very much. That's done. Now we need a sawmill, which is andesite, which we don't have, which is actually crazy. We do not have andesite, and I don't know how to make andesite. There should be a way to make andesite, if I'm correct. Andesite. I had to like search it weird. Stone essence, nether quartz essence, cobblestone diorite. I don't have nether quartz to make diorite, nor do I have any part of the nether at all, which is actually interesting. Okay, so we can't make that yet because we don't have any part of the nether, which I don't know how I'm supposed to get any part of the nether. You'll find a fortress. You need to get some soul sand. Remember, it's EMCable. Right, so we need to actually go find a fortress. And I think we were trying to build a jetpack of some sort. Or something like that. Energy storage, energizing rod. These are ender gates? Or energizing orb. Interesting. I'm not sure. Let's get thermal real quick. Let's finish what we can, anyways. I don't have packed ice. There's no way I can get packed ice. I don't have ice. I'd have to, like, freeze it someplace. Okay. Well, that won't work. So let's get the centrifugal separator. Tin. We can actually make this one. Oh, wait. No, we can't. I don't have a Constantin. Copper dust, nickel grit. Oh, wait. No, we can. We can make it. Copper dust and nickel. Nickel. And I think it's 1 and 1. Makes it real easy here to get the centrifugal separator. I think it's 1 and 1. Yeah, copper and nickel. So there's nickel. This is copper now. Crush both of those, and we'll get the next part of what we need in order to do that. That was actually really quick. I didn't think it would be that quick. So that gives us Constantin grit, and we can throw this in there to get Constantin ingots, and we can learn that. And then we can do the same thing we did over there, get ourselves a block, and get ourselves an nugget, and learn those. Okay, so in order to make the separator, we need Constantin gears, so which we need a nugget again. We need an iron nugget again, excuse me, and we need to turn this into a gear like that. So these can be shoved back in here. This can be learned like so. And we can, 2 of those, flux coil, tin, and a compass, which I don't think we have. No, we do not. So let's get some redstone, and let's get 4 iron. We actually need that while we're in here. We need iron. We need 4 of these, like so. And we also need tin, because tin is important. We need 2 tins. And what else do we need? Not that one. We need, easy way to get snowballs, among other things. Interesting. We need machine frame and the gears. So we need a machine frame as well. And we'll grab, okay, cool. Let's try it again. Machine frame. Okay. Oh, turns out I can right click to actually get rid of things. It looks like it's night right now. We'll actually sleep because I'm not really trying to worry about phantoms as well as trying not to fall off this thing. Now, if I had gotten like phantoms earlier, that would have been hell. But it is good that we didn't. Alright, so we need 2 gears, if I'm correct. 2 like that. And this way we can... Oh, we also need our compass, which is why we have the iron and the redstone. And I'm sitting here like, what do we need that for? We need the compass, so we can learn the compass, because we might need that again. So I believe it's like this. I believe it looks something like so to get this. Alright, cool. Centrifugal separator. Nice. Could throw that away. And we just need a few more things, it looks like. We have no nether bricks. Oh, we do. We do have nether bricks. Because we have netherrack from something. Yeah, I don't even know how we got netherrack. But we can do this to get nether bricks. Like so. And these are EMCable as well. And we need 2 nether bricks, I think. 2 nether bricks, 2 invar gears, redstone flux coil, machine frame, and glass. So if we get another nether brick here, we need invar gears. So 2 of those. We need glass. We need that redstone thing. And we need a machine frame. Like so. Alright, cool. And these can be turned into this, if I'm correct. Like so. Nice. Got a magma crucible. We can learn that. Perfect. Alright. Let's see now. We're in, let's get thermal. Actually, we need to finish mystical agriculture too, but let's get back into, let's get thermal. The fluid encapsulator, which we can also make that. So we're gonna make that as well. So we need buckets. 1 bucket. If I can actually write. One bucket. Empty bucket. Thank you. Can I click on that? That'd be beautiful. 1 bucket, 2 glass, 2 copper gear, redstone flux coil, and a machine frame. So we need another machine frame. 1 bucket, 2 copper gears. Copper. So 2 of those. The redstone thing. Is it 2 glass as well? We're gonna grab that just in case. I think that's everything we need, right? Sawmill? No, it's not the sawmill, it's this. Yeah, it is 2 glass. Okay, so I think if we do this, and then we have these 2, with this in the center, and these 2 like that, with a bucket on top, gives us a fluid encapsulator, learned. And then we get a sawmill, which means the blast chamber is really the only thing left. Blast chiller. And it says we need packed ice, but I don't think we have a way to get packed ice. Bulk washing. Automated. Yeah, there's no way for us to. Snow Queen. Any biome, any. Light level 8. Experience dropped 317. I'm not going to go fight this thing. I'm not. But if we can find a snowy area. No, that won't work. I thought it would, but it's not. Alright, so sawmills. No. So these 2 are the only things we cannot craft. I think we can get these. Improves base attributes. Other augments may be effective as a result. Okay. So does it need to be orange stained glass? I hope not. Anyways, we're gonna pause on that. We need to actually somehow we need to continue with mystical agriculture, which is like killing 40 skeletons and tertium essence. Not sure how, but that's what it's wanting us to do. At least so I think. Because we were making the soul glass, which is the soul dust, which is smooth soulstone. We have to turn that to get soul glass to make the soul thingies. I think I'm doing this right. I'm not sure. I have soulium dust. I need soul glass. Good night, Ginger. So if I smelt this again, now that this is like 1 million times faster than the original one, and it's so much like more efficient too, it shouldn't take as long as it was taking before to smelt everything. Should be through a stack here pretty quickly. And this way we can turn this into dust as well. So if we do this again, this should give us soul dust. Nice. And this should allow us to get the soul jar, which we need a soulium ingot, which I think we have someplace. We should have soulium ingots someplace. If not, we can always make one with what we have right here. And I believe we can just do that to get ourselves a soulium ingot. Nice. So that gives us a soulium ingot we need. And this gives us the, we need glass. So if we do this, and click there, to make that, okay. So, of course, we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need to split them like that. Like that, with glass in the center. Should give us 16, and then we should have enough stuff here to actually make at least 1 jar. Jeezum. Okay, so we need 4 jars, actually, not just 1. Which is crazy work. That we're going to need 4 of these jars instead of just 1 of them. So we're going to need 3 more of these soulium essence. Or soulium ingots is what they are. And this way we can... hopefully go kill some skeletons, which I do not have access to, which means we'll have to build an area to go hunt down some mobs. Because I gotta build the Solium Dagger thing. Alright, let's go throw our soul glass into this container over here. And we will throw our glass back into this container over here. Okay. So we might be at a stalemate, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Tier 5. Am I not able to make tier 5 yet? I might be able to, actually. Now that I have all this stuff, I might be able to make tier 5. Because I feel like these diamonds would be crazy good to have. But yes, let's make an area to farm some skeletons. Because we need the skeleton seeds for some reason. But I think it would be pretty cool for us to have a skeleton area. We could rebuild the mob farm. And then have a better mob farm. That could always work. And that way we can actually, like... Okay, did I lose? I did. That way we could actually, like, because it looks like it's spawning quite a bit of skeletons. We could actually, like, farm some stuff with our sword and get some experience. So let's rebuild the mobs farm so that we can actually get some skeletons going. And that way we don't have to wait for anything. So let's get some cobblestone. Cobblestone. Thank you. We'll get a few stacks, actually, because we're going to rebuild that. And I want to be able to walk around. So let's get some bricks, too. I would say let's get some blast bricks, but I don't think we're going to need that. Let's just get some normal stone bricks like this. This should be more than enough. And then we're probably going to need some more mob fans. So we'll come back and do that when we actually have it built. But let's go turn off the fan first before we kill ourselves on our own spikes. Because we can turn on and off the automation of this mod by using the spike system here. And I think we could just rebuild the whole thing. That might actually just be easier instead of us trying to do it the other way. So before we get started, we should probably empty out the mob farm and get rid of everything first before we start trying to build everything up with the new stuff. So probably should grab an axe. I keep like leaving things behind. Probably should grab an axe so that we can get started on that. And that way we can do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebuild this mob farm, and then we're going to be able to farm some skeletons and actually get our soul jars filled so we can get our skeleton seeds. And we'll do that in the next episode for the YouTube guys. We'll do that in the next episode, and stream, we'll just start the next episode here real quick. So, all right.